Hello, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Blanco, and I'm here to read a story to you this week. Now, I know that we were learning about bugs, and I thought I'd read Bug Soup to you. But I want to warn you, it's really not about bugs, but the title is about bugs. The title is Bug Soup, and it's written by Vince Cleghorne, and I think you're really going to enjoy this story. What soup do the animals eat? As you read this book, look at each soup ingredients and guess which animal eats that pot of soup. Then turn the page with me to get the answer. Let's have some fun. Are you ready? This is Mrs. Hoop. She makes the soups for the animals at her local zoo. Today, Mrs. Hoop was asked to make a whole bunch of different soups, but on her way to the zoo, she lost her soup list. There it goes, flying through the air. Soup list. Does anyone know what that says? Zoo. Z-O-O spells zoo. Now, Mrs. Hoop doesn't know which animals the soups are for. Can you help Mrs. Hoop by working out the clues? Who at the zoo eats bug soup? His home is made from silk. He has 8 long legs for climbing walls. He catches his dinner in a silky web. This bug soup must be for... A spider, of course. The spider eats bug soup. Who at the zoo eats fish soup? She washes her face with her paws. She purrs when she's happy. She makes a meow sound when she's hungry. This soup must be for a cat. C-A-T spells cat, by the way. The cat eats fish soup. Who at the zoo eats lizard soup? Blah! She flies across the moonlight sky. She can twist her head around her to face backwards. She makes a hooting or a twit-twoo sound. The lizard soup is for... Owl, of course. The owl eats lizard soup. Who at the zoo eats leaf soup? She picks fresh leaves from the highest branches. She has a very long neck. She's the tallest animal in the world. This leaf soup is for, I know you know, giraffe. The giraffe eats leaf soup. Who at the zoo eats egg soup? He has a long and scaly body. He slithers along the forest floor on the desert sand. He hisses and sometimes rattles when he's surprised. This egg soup is for... snake! The snake eats egg soup. You know the word snake has the long A vowel sound in it. Snake. Who at the zoo eats bone soup? He rolls on his back when he's playing. He wags his tail when he's happy. He sometimes barks at strangers. This bone soup is for... the dog, of course. The dog eats bone soup. Who at the zoo eats twig soup? He rolls in the sticky mud to keep cool. He trumpets loudly when he's surprised. He lifts heavy objects with his long gray trunk. This twig soup is for, you know, elephant. The elephant eats twig soup. Who at the zoo eats mollusk soup? Mollusk soup? Do you know what that is? Well, it's... These creatures in this pot are mollusks, so maybe you could figure it out. He has giant tusks for climbing out of the water. His mustache helps him search the seabed for food. He claps loudly with his flippers. What do we have in there? Octopus, clam, squid, lobster. This mollusk soup is for the walrus, of course. The walrus eats mollusk soup. Who at the zoo eats carrot soup? She hops around green meadows with her friends. Her long ears stand up when she listens. She has soft, white, fluffy tail. The carrot soup is obviously for the rabbit, of course. The rabbit eats carrot soup. Who at the zoo eats scorpion soup? He makes his home in the hot desert. He lives in underground tunnels called burrows. He stands up on his hind legs when keeping guard. The scorpion soup is for the meerkat, of course. The meerkat eats scorpion soup. Who at the zoo eats banana soup? This one's an easy one. He has feet that look like hands. He can hang from a branch by his tail. He chatters as he swings from tree to tree. The banana soup is for that crazy monkey, of course. The monkey eats banana soup. Who at the zoo eats chicken soup? Her home is an underground den. She catches food from her little cubs. Her warm fur is orange or red. The chicken soup is for the fox, of course. The fox eats chicken soup. Fox, F-O-X, and that has the short O sound. Who at the zoo would eat tomato soup? She makes lots of different soups. She lost her soup list and didn't know what to do. You helped her match the animals with her soup. This soup is for, Mrs. Hoop, of course. Mrs. Hoop eats tomato soup, and she would like to thank you for being so very helpful. Thank you very much, she said. The end. I hope you enjoyed my story. I love this book.